Yep.
That looks like you had a couple of good coronavirus picks in OPK and what was the other one? BCRX?
Okay, well,
Yeah,
COCP.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. We're live, streaming live from Long Island, New York. This is Dr. J, streaming live, and my colleague Jake from
Colombia. Still in Colombia.
still in Colombia. As long as the winter is winter, you're going to be in Colombia, right?
Yeah, well, I was going to come back to Austin next week for South by Southwest, but they canceled it, by the way. Largest conference in the U.S. canceled it due to coronavirus.
Oh.
First time in 34 years. Canceled the entire thing. 150,000
Wow.
people is going to be in the city.
Wow. Are you going to have any trouble getting back to the States?
From Colombia? No.
No. Okay.
No.
Greg is on. Lynn is on. We got a whole entourage here, and Jacob for the first time. Jacob says CVM was glorious today. Let's say hi to Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
What's going on? I got Jiggly on. I lost Jacob. Codex is hurting me very, very bad. Jiggly, I don't understand. You bought it at about 2. How could it be hurting you? I guess you didn't get out. You added and all of that other stuff. All right, Jacob.
You should be up.
CVM was glorious today. P.S. My first live show. Super excited. Are you nervous? Don't be nervous. Jake and I were very gentle people. We promise we'll be nice to you, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Extra nice. You know, normally we're not extra nice. We're just nice, but we'll be extra nice. Nicholas, he wants to know about IBIO, Nicholas. Well, maybe we'll throw it up on a chart. Hopefully we'll have time to do that. Jackie's on from Long Island, New York. Happy Friday to you, Jackie.
Mm.
And Greg, you making any money? Nice to have Jiggly again here all the time with us. It sure is. Jiggly has to do something to keep warm. He throws a log in the fireplace, and he tunes in YouTube, and he puts on Dr. J and Jake. From nice. Buffalo, New York. Do you blame him? Gets kind of chilly up there, and imagine not too much to do unless you're into winter sports. Jiggly is a tandem lover. Where is Jiggly? Yeah, you know something, Jiggly? You got me buying it. It's addictive. I think every time Jiggly buys some, I buy some. We're having a tandem contest. It's heading to 100.
Oh, yeah?
Jiggly says to the moon, to the moon. All right. Okay, Sherry says Lynn is happy to see you tonight. Spike is Wednesday, Jake is Friday. Lynn, you should know that.
Yeah.
Greg is holding IBIO.
It's
yes.
It's an hour I look forward to quite a bit. You, me, the audience, and my wine and stocks.
Yes, red wine, right?
Always.
Red wine. 1 glass of red wine is considered very, very healthy.
Yeah, so if 1 glass is healthy, then I'm like really healthy. You know.
In other words, if 1 glass is healthy, 2 or 3 must be super healthy.
I'm living forever, man. That's what it is. Yeah.
All right.
$500. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So, you know, I called CVM up today because I had some questions I wanted to verify. And I did not talk to Gert. But the fellow I spoke to answered most of my questions. I had still a couple of questions that he wasn't sure of, and I'm not sure of. I mean, I heard Gert say that in phase 2, there was a week that went by after the administration of multicon before the surgery, before the standard of care. And he said that in phase 3, it's immediate. There's 3 weeks of multicon and then the standard of care. And he felt that this would improve the results because there would be more cytokines in the body that would destroy the cancer cells and avoid metastases during the surgery. So he felt optimistic that that would be an improvement over phase 2. But the fellow I spoke to was not aware of that. So I know what I heard. I believe I heard that. I don't think I heard it wrong.
Let's get some background, right? So Gavin, he's the director of operations, or what was his title?
I believe so. I don't know what his title is, but he's very nice. He's very solicitous. He's very nice to me, and I appreciate his help. And this is really a classy bunch over in Falls Church, Virginia.
Nice. Okay, so let me ask you questions here about your call. All right. So Gavin, on LinkedIn, he was director of operations, something like that. He's been with the company for what, like 10 years?
Oh, him?
Yeah, I think
20,
so.
20 years. No. The founder of the company is Gad, 25 years ago.
Yeah, Gavin.
And Gavin came on 20 years ago.
20 years ago. Okay, so that's quite a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe. I could be wrong.
I think that's what I saw too on his LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So you started the call. You asked him some questions. Now, did you talk about the drop last week? Did you bring that up?
I mentioned it, and I congratulated them on the classy move they made of purchasing stock, even if it was token amount, just to help instill confidence that it was nothing more than a short attack and no data leaks and so on. Yeah, but I didn't specifically ask him what he thought the reason was for the drop. But things are looking good now, and that's the main thing. And I look at the price as a technical, and the price moving up from last Friday to this Friday is extremely bullish in my mind. Remember, I said it's got to cross 12 and a quarter, and we'll be in a new trading range. 12 and a quarter all the way to 1540. And I believe if you want a tighter trading range, you're right at the top of it, 1375. So we're at a critical junction now. I will show on the chart why I think 1375 is very important. If it can go above that, I think we're looking at taking out that 1542 perhaps.
Yeah.
And I would love nothing more than to see it regain all the lost ground prior to data. That would make Dr. J very happy, and it would make my young friend Jake very happy.
Yeah, I would be happy as well. Now, the last time, Gavin said that they're really waiting for the trial to be over with to do an offering. Now, did you bring that up at all during the call?
No, I didn't bring that up, but he didn't tell me exactly that. He said he was waiting. They were hoping to do an offering when the price is much higher. Implication being that the data will be good, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to misquote him.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they're thinking that they can wait until the data, essentially. Unless it's just ridiculous long wait. That's, I think, part of Gad's frustration that he displayed with that tweet a while back. Remember on a Sunday he tweeted?
Yeah, I like that tweet. That's a good tweet. Show some emotions. So that's nice. Now they did move the shareholder meeting up. So that's interesting. I'll be going, by the way.
When is it? When is it?
I think it's like the 18th of April in Baltimore. So
Okay.
I like to sniff people out in person. I like
Well,
DC.
hopefully
Why not?
he'll come on. Maybe he'll just come on to the show before then, so you'll get a chance to meet him before you go. That would be
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Even more hopeful is that there's data by before then. That would be spectacular.
Oh, that'd be great. I mean, then it'll be more like a celebration event more than anything
Yeah.
else.
Do I think the trial will really end on March 31st, 20th? I don't have no idea if it'll end on March 31st, 20th, but it's event driven, 298 events or deaths. And who knows when the last death will occur. I mean, that hopefully, you want to be nice and say, I hope it doesn't happen for another year. But if it doesn't happen for another year, I think Gert, along with all the CVM shareholders, will have a nervous breakdown collectively.
Yeah, no one knows, right? I mean, it
Yeah.
should be soon. The only party that may know would be Ergomed. Um, yeah, I mean, my only concern, once again, when the share dropped 50% was Ergomed selling out.
Well, I can shed some light on that. It's my understanding that while Ergomed knows the number of events, they do not. Everything else is blinded to them, so they do not know statistically where those deaths are coming from, the multi-kind group or the control arm.
Hmm.
So that should relieve you.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, well, I basically doubled down when that dip happened, so we're kind of even again. But
Okay.
once
Well,
long haul.
Dustin is late. He's self-admitted to being late. So, how many demerits does Dustin get, would you say, for being late?
Two shots.
2 shots, 2 demerits. Okay, that's 2 demerits to Dustin for being late. Dustin, you're from, trying to remember, upstate New York, maybe? Can't remember everybody already. Justin's from Florida. Dustin's from upstate, I think.
Hmm.
I get confused. All right, Sean. How you doing tonight, Sean? Enjoying the CVM conversation? Hope so. We're going to show the chart on CVM. I don't know if we're going to arrive at any conclusions, but I will say that I am more optimistic about the results today than I was last Friday. How's that? So if I was thinking meet or slight beat, I'm thinking meet to a bigger beat.
Yeah, no, you were kind of spooked last week about CVM. Actually, you were pretty spooked,
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad you felt
took my guesstimate all the way down to meet or 10 or 11%. Now
better.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
you
go.
were barely a hold, you know, barely. So I'm
I did
glad
not.
it's been changed a
I
little
did
bit.
not sell anything, so I was a hold. I did
Yeah,
not. Actually added a small
you
amount.
did it or you did.
I
You
did.
did, right? Yeah,
I
you
did.
kind of adding that depth. I mean, there's no way.
I had to add, but I wasn't feeling really good about it. My stomach was churning.
Yeah, I mean, imagine, right? Like somebody who's been holding for 3 or 4 years, and you just buy in at that depth, and then positive data comes out, you're good to go. Right?
David, my follower on StockTwits is new to the game, David, and he put in a buy order during the halt at 6 something and got it. Could you imagine? Is that beginner's luck?
That's you know what, like I actually appreciate that a lot. Like I never get upset when people buy lower than me or whatever. I respect it. So, and I'll
We
do the
want
same.
no, you're right. We want everybody to make market. That's our goal.
Yeah.
Everybody who watches us, and even those who don't. I want to see everybody make money. Anybody get hurt.
Well, we will,
That's my
right?
own.
You just gotta be nimble, a little nimble in these market conditions, but you will.
Yeah.
Still a formula.
And of course, we're going to take our lumps as well. We all do. You can't have every play is not a winning play, but if you come out on top, that's all that matters.
Yeah, well, in bio, even if you're right 1 out of 3, you'll make money, right? It's just when
Yeah,
to
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. And Jason is congratulating you on your RMTI call.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah. No problem.
but it looks like it's heading in the right direction.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that stock is a monster. Even on the reddest of red days, it still ends a little bit, in the green. It's crazy.
This is why we like Jiggly so much. See this comment? This is why we love Jiggly. Jiggly is like an app. He's like an advertisement.
Wow, that's great.
Jiggly is like an advertisement.
That's incredible. 4 to 74. That is
Well, that happens. How often does that happen? Once in a lifetime. We're talking about overnight.
If you do that for me, and I don't know what I would do. I'll do whatever you want. That's incredible.
Oh, what can I tell you? Scooped up some LJPC below $6. That sounds good.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, no, that one is taking the beating. Just going to market. Except for yesterday, or I think the day before when the market was green and actually went down. So that was bearish, but the fundamentals still should be good. But I don't know, like Tame is up to something for sure. Either something really good or something really bad, right? One way or another. But
Snaid has been hitting his butt all day long. I don't think he means that though, right? I don't think he means he's hitting his butt.
That's funny imagery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, the focus is on CVM. We're going to get around to talking about other things, but I still want to talk more about CVM and show the chart. So let's show the CVM chart. I haven't even looked at it myself yet. I want to look at the Dow Jones and the CVM chart and come right back to you. Okay? You're going to still hang in there and help me out with telling me the comments from the peanut gallery. And let's go to the charting. Take a look at those two charts. People should know not to call me when Dr. J is broadcasting. All right, so share screen.
They're gonna need cash soon. CVM.
You're worried about the CVM?
The what?
Is that what you're mumbling? You're worried about the raise?
Yeah, it's gonna come soon. They have to. Like next couple months.
Okay.
Now, I'm just thinking about your conversation with Gavin on that, which is good. We'll raise when the price is high. I mean, when the price is 80, that's okay. But I don't think the dilution is going to be anything too crazy when it happens, and it will happen soon.
You know what I forgot to ask him? I wanted to ask him what happens the day of the data. What happens if it's sensational? It's a tremendous beat. Is Gert going to make an announcement that there's a beat? Will the exact details will come back to you on in a few weeks, or is he going to keep it all quiet?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask him that, and I forgot.
Yeah.
Or for that matter, if there's a miss, but I don't want to think that way.
Yeah. I mean, I think they have to announce. I mean, not
Do they have to announce
but
the day of the day?
the what?
The day of the data they have to announce?
The day that the trial is completed, or the day that they get the data back?
The day that they get the data back.
I don't legally. I think they have like a couple days until they have to disclose. I think it's like 5. Could be wrong,
Okay.
but I think it's like 5 days until they have to disclose.
Okay. So what are they talking about, months to analyze the data?
Yeah, it's gonna be from a third party, right? The analyzing the data piece.
Do you remember last Friday I pointed out that technically we have a double bottom, and I'll show you that double bottom again.
Yep.
Here's a double bottom. I mean, it was crazy. It was by a couple of pennies. It was lower on June 1, I think it is. On June 3, it was 24,680. And on Friday of last week, it was 24,681. 50-cent difference. Is that incredible? This is some double bottom. And look at the bullish candle that it turned in on last week. Last week was extremely bullish candle. Came with a very long wick on the bottom. And look how it reacted on Monday. Very much like I thought it would. Right?
Yeah, no, you caught it.
Now, I thought it would get all the way to 27,000 before correcting, but it corrected the next day. And then it got to 27,000. So my order was a little wrong. I thought 27,000 immediately before correction. Now, from 27,000, it could go two ways. I felt it could go up right through, on Wednesday I said this, it could go right through to 200 and keep on going, or it could come back and either retest the lows or actually make new lows all the way back to the December 2018 lows of 21 something on the Dow. That's possible. That would trace out what's known as an ABC correction, which is a very, very typical correction. So this would be A, and this would be point B, and point C would typically be below that, let's say about equal to the original correction, which was about 5,000 points. So 5,000 points from 27 would put you at about 22,000. So it would keep going till about 22,000, somewhere down there. I don't know, wherever it is. That would complete an ABC correction. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think so. I think the double bottom is going to hold. And I don't think we're going to get the tremendous, I think the fear of the coronavirus will begin to mitigate sometime next week instead of accelerate. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good question. So there's a lot of subject matter here, right? So one, like looking at the chat, Dustin saying market rejected the emergency cut. I think that was a bad move. To at least bad timing, right? Cutting the interest rate, because it basically sends a message of that, but oh shit, this coronavirus thing is real, and we got to do something about it by cutting interest rate. So from a branding standpoint, and by the way, this is all branding. I still believe that, right? I mean, I don't think it's menacing, actually menacing, but it is menacing in terms of the fear that people have.
Right.
Coronavirus. So I think doing the cut, it was a bad move. Moving forward, I think next week will be a little bit better, but I don't even like at this point. I have so many BS coronavirus stock that I'm kind of hedged, and you need to you need to be nimble in the market right now. Right? I don't believe in most of them.
Right. I like. We'll talk more about that, but there's one that I like a lot, and there's one or two that you like a lot. We'll compare notes, and let's look at CVM.
Yeah, but just to put a cap on the macro as a whole, the good news for bio is that you got the standard thing out of the way, so that's not a kind of a concern anymore for now. So I think next week would be better from a macro perspective, but there's still going to be a lot of fears from COVID-19. That's
New York City is already has a couple of quarantined. I don't know how many actually tested positive. There's one person in Columbia Presbyterian that's serious, a lawyer to age 50, comes from Westchester County.
And canceling South by Southwest is not good. I mean, it's unnecessary. Once again, it's not going to exacerbate the spreading of the virus, but it's not good. Perception is not good.
Right. Well, I'm gonna have to use the same. I'm gonna use the same chart because I don't know what was wrong when I tried to load another page. So I'll just use the same chart that the Dow was on. Hopefully that'll load. Yeah, that loaded. Nice pop, 7.34%, 94 pennies. Beautiful, beautiful move on a down market. I love the way the market came back at the end of the day, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
The entire market. Not just CVM, but the entire market. Makes me have hope that the bull is still alive and well.
Yeah, CVM was incredible this week. I mean, you got to recover from that short attack.
Yeah, so it's fully recovered. It's in good health. It had the coronavirus, and now it's tested negative twice in 14 days, and it's been released. CVM is back. It's out of jail. And we're forming a nice new trend line. Beautiful new trend line up.
And you're still playing a trinary stock, right? I mean, I think it's binary, but you think there's a chance the data is...
I think it's kind of like the progressive glasses. I think it's a whole range of possibilities. Now, it's binary in the sense that there's one drug, one trial, and you can have a miss or a hit, but you can have a lot of gradations of hits, right? You can reach your endpoint barely, or you can go way past your endpoint. You can have a lot of complete remissions, or you could have no complete remissions. You can have 50% partial remissions or 20% partial remissions. You can have better quality of life or not better quality of life. There's so many factors other than meeting the primary endpoint that will influence the price of the stock. So I think it's kind of like progressive glasses more than a binary play, in my opinion. Now we have three. Go
But
ahead.
from the data that we have, the publicly available data, it does look pretty good as far as the science goes, from
Yeah,
what we understand, right?
yeah,
So it's a good bet. It's probably more than 50%. Um, Now, for the potential payoff, is one of the best bet you can have. But I don't think. Well, okay, so I don't think it's a bull trap, but there is incentive to increase the stock price for an offering, for sure. Um, but the offering, if it's the same as the last one, it wouldn't be too devastating. Bounce back within a week.
right.
Yeah.
So this low on 131 was 11.97. I figured $12, and I, for some reason, I drew in another line, the top of this high right in here. So this looks like the area it had to take out, and it did. It took it out today. At this point, it's solidly in a new trading range above 12 and a quarter. And the top of the trading range is up here, $15, I believe it is. Let's see. 1542 would be the top of the trading range. And remember, I said if you wanted a narrower trading range, you would be looking at the low here. I'll draw that in. That would be 1452 would be the narrower. No, that's not right. The low, 1337. We're already above that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a very bullish candle. It's a full candle. I love that. It closed at the top of the trading range. It opened. There's no wicks, no bottom wick, no top wick, just a full candle, a full luscious green candle, kind I like. And it made a new high today from the day before. Very bullish candle, and we're on a steep ascent. So I want to see more of this. We get more of this, we'll be at new highs before data. I would love nothing more than that. But even if not, let it move up to the 1538 area, and I'll be happy. Even if it just comes up to this high from the 10th of February, that would make me happy.
Yeah.
So I'm already happy, but I'd be happier. In other words, if we got data tomorrow and we're at 1375, I'm happy. So I'm good.
All right.
I just don't want to get back much from this point on. I want it to be an upward continuation. I think we're going to get that. So having said that, let's go back to the full screen on StreamYard. See what the peanut gallery has to say. Jiggy's request. I wish Adam Feuerstein would come on the show to discuss CVM. Oh no, please. He'd give me, I'd have to take 2 buffering. Remember buffering? That's the form of aspirin that I don't know what they do. They buffer it. Buffering. Yeah. This guy is he uber bear? He's bearish all the biotechs. He's a hired gun.
On Arunia.
Yeah, he's a hired gun. I would not want him on the show. It would get me very upset to have to talk to him about his bearish positions. No way. Clarence is a gutsy guy.
You can probably drill him if he's on the show.
Clarence makes contrarian bets. That's the only way to win, right, Jake? Be a contrarian.
DAC is pretty good bet. I mean, betting on a betting company. Big dip today, though. But yeah, I think for now, I'm gonna move along with the market. I think the dip today was the the canceled March Madness canceled 2 games. It's not good, but I think that's part of the depth.
They might be playing basketball with no fans in the stands.
Yeah, you can actually do that.
Yeah.
You can have I mean, there's some mixed martial arts shows that just have no audience, just televised, no fans in the stand. No big deal. You test the player, make sure they don't have coronavirus, and you still let them play. It's not a big deal. The thing with DAC is that it's kind of a meme stock. So you also have a lot of not too savvy investors. So the reaction to news that are not really that bad could be, disproportionate. The reaction to okay news is also really good too.
Before we continue, I want to cover all my guests, all my charters. Their opinion is strictly their own, just like Jake and my opinion is strictly our own. Does not constitute investment advice. We give our opinions, and that's it. We state what stocks we own, what stocks we shun, and then that's it. Otherwise, we talk about wine, women, politics, you name it, we talk it. And, you do what you want, get permission from your wife, your investment advisor. My wife is my investment advisor. I don't know about your wife. Oh, you're not married. You have a girlfriend. Yep. Does she, you don't need her approval.
Yeah, no approval. Just
no approval necessary.
Lonesome self.
You want to know the truth about my wife? She couldn't care less what stocks I buy at all. In fact, I can't get her to talk stocks.
Oh, good.
Really interesting.
Yeah, no, same here. I mean, yeah, and even so, it would just take too long, right? You want to be able to be nimble, move as you please. Yeah, we should talk about LJPC, by the way. For my man.
Yeah, we will. And also, IIPR is a very good one. I think it's I think they buy pot companies, real estate, and they lease it back to them. It's kind of like a real estate play, I guess. I think that's their game. And they're pretty high priced stock, if I recall. IIPR. Should I look it up? I don't know what they're selling at. I like that. If that's the one I'm thinking of, it's quite a good company.
Yeah, that one is outside my ballpark, my wheelhouse.
It's outside of my wheelhouse too, but I've been in it because I wanted to make money. Anything I could make money in, I buy. Even though it's not a biotech. And it's really not even a pot stock. Innovative something or other, that's the one, 93.75. And I believe they pay a dividend. So it's a good company. To me, it's in the class of a baby blue chip. Not quite a blue chip, but a baby blue chip. Speaking of high-priced stocks, I bought 3M.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I bought 3M. I bought it twice. I bought it 152, 149, I think. So 148. I don't even remember. And then I almost bought a very high-priced stock that sanitizes the hospitals. What's it? Echo Labs, ECL.
Oh, Echo Labs, yeah.
What are they, about $200 a share? I was tempted to pull the trigger on that one. What is Jiggly saying?
I like that one. Yeah. I like that one.
All right, let's give Jiggly our truthful answer. What we're in first. What we're in. What stocks are you long on?
For TV stocks, and by the way, right? I mean, yeah. Well, the question is, one favorite Corona stock. So that makes it more difficult, right? Once again, short term.
No, not one. He said absolute favorite. Corona stocks, plural.
That is right. I mean, the grammar is plural. But then you said one from each. So,
Oh, he said one from each. That
yeah.
does make it harder.
Um, as of today, and by the way, I probably sell like two of them each day, because it spikes up, it you sell right away. So I'll give you one that I'm long on and one I'm shorting. I am long on COCP still, only because.
Would that be your favorite?
Yeah, no, I would say that's my favorite, only because.
All right, so Jake, I'm going to put it down in writing.
Yeah,
Jake's
COCP.
favorite.
I do expect a drop this week. Yeah, I do expect a drop this week because good news came out after hour today. It went up 40%. Yeah, because I was already in COCP before they announced the coronavirus program, right? So
Did you say it went up 40%?
yeah, after hour. News came out.
That's
Basically,
good. You know why? Because Dr. J bought it today.
oh, good for
I
you.
added to my position today.
Oh, there you go. You made 40%. Nice. Probably a little more.
Good.
Yeah, a lot more actually, because it was down in the morning.
That's
Depends on what time you bought it.
great. You want to know my favorite? Mine is a long shot. And one that I've made fun of through the years because I didn't really think much of the hemopurifier, but it has a proven track record of working to reduce viral load. And for very sick people, it's going to cure somebody. Guild is a good one, but not my favorite. My favorite is AEMD.
Would you be still long on that if coronavirus wasn't around?
Well, the one it cured most famously is Ebola. There was a physician, American physician, came back from Africa with a very bad case, almost on his deathbed, and he was comatose, and this gizmo cured him. So all I got to do is cure one person with coronavirus that has pneumonia, that's and is very sick, and it'll go up tenfold. Is this a favorite to do it? No, it's a long shot. It's $1.30, $1.40, $2.40.
Oh, nice.
Something like that. Am I making money on that one? No, I'm marginally. I'm making a few pennies. Nothing to speak of.
Hey, just a disclaimer there. If you're gonna get in on COCP, I would probably wait for a dip, because it went up 54% today. Nice, but it's gonna dip. Like for sure.
So
and
maybe
I'm getting BCRX as well out. But yeah. So I don't know. Up to you. I'm holding until data comes out for.
What does their product do, Jay?
Honestly, I have no idea. Like this is not my typical play. I'll be completely honest with you, right? When it comes to CV stocks, I have no idea. It's all a gamble. I mean, I kind of no idea. Yeah, I just see data on the horizon. This should be like this month. They did an offering, so they don't need to raise money. They partner with Kansas State University, so that's good. That'll be good for PR. And they're creating a new CV program, so that's the
Alex likes another big mover, BCRX. Lynn alerted us to this last week. Remember? And I bought it. You bought it.
Yeah.
Lynn, we all bought it, Lynn, and I'm out of it already. I said enough is enough. I took my money. And then it could run a lot more, but I'm happy with my profit. Antivirals is what Godfather Frazier says. Hepatitis C it's into.
Yeah, I mean, I know that much, but I don't know like scientifically what's the difference between this one and anything else, right?
I believe BCRX must be antivirals as well. So I believe they're similar that way. There's there's another antiviral, NN something or other. There's a few of them that it came to light. Let's see if I can find it. I mean, there's so many of them suddenly that
Yeah,
you can't keep track of them all.
so many.
So many of them. I can't find it. I know there's another one. Sam has another one. So another day trader's dream is SPEX apparently. Sam gave us that one. Godfather Frazier is here to talk about his favorite stock, right?
Yeah, that's my buddy from LJPC.
He's from where?
LJPC.
Yeah, LJPC. That's
Yeah,
the
it's one
buddy
of the
from
original
LJPC.
original gangster from LJPC.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, LJPC. We all know the reasons to buy the PRV, the drug approval, malaria, the existing drug that's doing better, and what else? Tang owns 40%. Institutions own 80%. The buyout candidate, all kinds of things.
Yeah, revenue ramp up, the
Yeah.
PRV as well. So here's the thing, right? With LJPC, right now, no one has a clue what's going on underneath the scene. We know that sales is ramping, adoption for the product is on point. Now, what we don't know right now, and Godfather and I had conversation about this, is this PRV deal, right? Because they're supposed to be getting a priority review voucher, which is basically equivalent of $100 to $300 million increase in market cap. Now we don't know if they're legally obligated to disclose reception of a PRV, right, or not. Now we haven't been able to figure this out. So that's interesting. So there's like theories being thrown around as to why there hasn't been an announcement of this PRV. Maybe they filed an incomplete NDA. Maybe you can only announce it once the NDA is accepted. Maybe you don't have to legally disclose it, and Tane is holding it in his pocket for later because he's preventing a pump right now. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons we just don't know. But right now is a good entry because once again there's
I'm
zero debt.
looking at the chart, and it looks to me like it should have tremendous support around $5. And it hit a low of, I don't know the low, but it closed at 586. So I think the downside is limited at this
For
point.
sure.
I can show you the chart. Let's go to the chart.
You should chart it.
Yeah, I'll show you the chart.
While you're pulling it up, I think the price action lately is really a couple of things. People were expecting PRV. Um, we were
Right.
expecting it a couple weeks ago. It's not here. The next catalyst is kind of unclear. It's not like there's a data readout on the horizon that you can, know when it is. And also the macroeconomic
Right.
trend. So for those things, that makes
There's
up the
a
price.
lot of reasons biotechs have been down this week, mainly the market volatility, I
Yeah.
think. Okay, so I drew a line where I think there's support right around just under $5, because here we have the big pop from on the chart, going back to the 9th of January. It's run ever since then. Normally, if support's going to happen, the last line of support would be somewhere in the body of this green candle. And I find the middle of it is an ideal place to stop. So I look at it this way: the support should occur right about the high of the day on 12/24, which is 436. 436 would be my absolute line in the sand. Goes below that, I would probably dump the stock. That's how I feel about it from the chart. But other than that, the chart is, well, it's not a great chart. There's a lot of places it could find support. It could find support right in here. So I like this line. Let me just draw it in, move it up a little bit. Right there at 556 is another excellent spot for support. You got the low here, you got the midpoint of this green candle here. This is another very nice spot for support. So you have a couple of good support areas. In fact, if you want to play it, I know it's like a little bit like catching a falling knife now, but if it hits this 556 area, I think and you're bullish on the fundamentals, I think it's worth coming in based on the chart. To me, looks like a good spot to come in on. So I know you hope it doesn't get there, but it's only 30 cents. It could easily drop another 30 cents. Came this far down. And if it does, I'll be buying more.
Yeah, you're in on this one, right?
I own a modest position. I don't have a big position on it. I have a modest position.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want me to chart? If not, I'm going to call it a night. Wait, is there like how about AEMD or COCP? Which one?
Or for selfishly, I would say COCP.
Okay. COCP.
Or SPCE too. Might go into that one.
Space, the last frontier.
Yeah.
I love that one regardless of the chart. It's a 20-year play. I told you that a long time ago. Just put it away. As long as the rocket ship don't blow up, we're in good shape. Oh, I see the move that you're talking about. 118 to 174. Holy mackerel there. Wow. That's some move. I don't know what the news was, but it must have been mighty fine news.
Yeah, it's just they're initiating a CV program with Kansas State University. Right. Great news.
That's it?
That's it. Well, they announced a partnership before, just another PR of it. I mean, come on, like most of these CV stocks is like it's just a company PRing that they're gonna go after a program for, right?
All
Um,
right, I'll tell you one thing. You see this stock at $1? It was such a beautiful place to buy. Support here, double bottom, support all the way back at $1. It's just a beautiful place to buy. And look at the way it finished. You knew it was something was up. It finished at the top of the day, it made a big move back at the end of the day. Huge move, 18% move, and like something was coming.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean the chart tells a lot. You're
yeah,
looking at a very strong support at $1. And I don't know about the pop tomorrow, but let's hope it holds at 200. It's $1.69. Let's say it closes above $1.43. Very bullish if that happens. What the heck? I know we're over the hour, but I want to look at AEMD
yeah. I
and
hope
we'll
it holds
call it a night.
on Monday. I think it will, but I think it will dip a little bit. But you still have data readout pretty soon. Uh, Answer some question. I do love RMTI. I'm way, very large in RMTI. My PT is like $8, right? Holding through PDUFA. Um, yeah, and I'm shorting INO as of.
Yeah, INO looks like I knew you'd be shorting it because you don't love the CEO and it really got ahead of itself. And it's a big race to the finish for the vaccine company. And who knows if they'll make any money because Trump might say, boys, this one is for your country.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
who knows
Pop
if they
today.
even,
I'm not shorting it. I have put positions right at the top when it hit 50% increase. So now
very
we'll see.
nice. I had a feeling I almost did it. So I knew you did it for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
knew you did it for sure.
That thing is it's like the CEO personal ATM. I mean, the guy has a horrible reputation for doing insane offering. So an offering is coming. When? Who knows? But it's coming.
Right, right. And offering, and then he reverse splits it, whatever he needs to do.
Yeah.
Has
Now,
that been
if
really,
more CV news come out from a company, but I don't think it's going to go up more than what it did today. I mean, right now, the evaluation is absolutely ridiculous. So if you can get long-term puts, that should be a pretty safe bet, actually. Could be wrong.
technically, I don't like the company because it's in a consolidation phase. Now, the question is, when it comes out of this, it should be coming out to the north, but it could stay in it a lot longer based on my chart. So we could be consolidating for a very long time. Now, that's not good. So it's got to be news driven. News driven, anything can happen. If it takes out 430, you can run to $10 overnight. So this is the kind of company that I like as a roll of the dice.
Yeah.
I like it because of the gambler in me. That's why I like it. Not from the chart, but from the fundamentals, yes. Because it did it in the past, it could show, like the future being now. So this has been Dr. J and Jake. Remember to subscribe if you've come this far with us. You should hit the subscribe button, I would think. Tell your friends about us, share the link, and comments. We'd like to hear from you. And thank you for joining us live on the chat. AGB just joined us now. So I don't know. It's Oh, HEB thought Gareth was coming on with us. No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so we're going to say goodnight now, and we're going to say it in as many languages as we know how. Shalom, au revoir, arrivederci, goodbye, sayonara, hasta la próxima semana, hasta luego.
Yeah.
You got any?
And let me know if you're going to the CVM shareholder meeting so we can hang out in Baltimore in April. Just hit me up on stock.
Anybody going? At Jake LE or write a comment. To the meeting, write a comment.
Yeah.
Jacob, thank you. Jacob says, this is a great way to end the show. Bye, all. See you next week, Jake.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.